Like for how big he
I
is.
think I'm done with the Turner train.
Okay, so
Well,
I'm
we were
actually
telling you, we were
completely off.
telling you that he was soft the other day. He's not this formidable big man that's going to be like a physical
It's
enforcer.
every year we hear this that Miles Turner. I this year I think actually last year might have been the year that kind of fizzled out.
I
The
think by
Miles
the end
Turner
of
hype train.
I think it started
What's his
by the end of the
age?
year. Like at the beginning, I think he had a really strong start to the year last year, and then he
Oh yeah,
fizzled.
you're right. You are right.
And then he fizzled
Yeah,
out. Then he fizzled out after he
yeah.
got paid. This year, he is having a good. I don't know. Dude, there was multiple times where he was going up against Sam Hauser and he wasn't moving. Yeah, yes, he scored on Sam Hauser because it's fucking Sam Hauser. But like, there was multiple times where I was like, dude, like he's like if I'm Miles Turner and Sam Hauser's guarding me, I'm like, I'm a I'm gonna hit him. You know what I mean?
I
Yeah,
guess
he does not hit people.
I'm looking at his stat line now, and I guess it is important to know that we were waiting kind of for last year, his entire career.
But last year wasn't even that great, dude. He's 7 foot tall with a 7 foot wingspan, 7'4"
He's got a
wingspan,
7'4" wings.
and he only grabbed 7 rebounds.
I know, but even scoring, like, dude,
But
this
that's
dude's been in the league
partially,
for so long. One, two,
but that's
three, four,
partially,
5, 6, 7. We waited 7 years for him to put up more than 15.
Yeah, I got his stats right here. Like, look at this.
How's this dude been in the league 9 years?
Well, we forget Sabonis was here for a majority of this, stealing his like. So they tried that Sabonis right here. Like these 4 years is Sabonis.
His
Turner.
entire career, it felt like. I mean,
For a majority of it, yeah. Because he caught Miles Turner was a first 2 years. I think was with Paul George. His last 2 years, I believe, right here. These are Paul George's last 2 years, right? Or I think this is Paul George's last year. So it might.
yeah, I think that year because actually, you know what? Maybe not because I remember watching Paul George highlights junior year high school. So yeah, that would have been his first year. It would be Paul's last year.
Yeah, confirmation 2015 to 16. He got 2 years with Paul George. First year and second year
Nice.
are with Paul George. So yeah, no, I agree with you, Jackson. Would you? I just.
You know, they might be a team to just keep an eye on for a player like Cat Zion trade.
I actually fuck with the Carl Anthony Towns trade.
Like they could be somebody to watch here, especially with Miles Turner, but just a star in general.
They're going to have to pair Tyrese up with another guy. Okay, let's actually do this. Let's do an exercise before we get to the next game. Who is the most
breakout rooms?
That was good. That was good. That was good. I remember that. But I wanted to say, let's do an exercise. Okay, the guys who are potentially going to be available, Pascal Siakam, I guess Zach LaVine. Who is the best?
I think we've talked about that before.
Who's the best sidekick for Tyrese? If you're going to go out and trade, who should, or sign somebody, who should the Pacers realistically go out and get? That is quite possible to get. Like, I think, honestly, bring back Paul George if the Clippers fail in the playoffs again.
I want a younger player.
Okay.
I'd take Paul George, but I'd also I'd love Siakam on that team, but I think he not that he needs the ball too much, but
too many cooks in the kitchen. It would be.
Yeah, I think I wonder what do you think the odds are of the next? Let me Google the odds of the next star to leave his team because I really like Cat.
I don't like DeMar DeRozan. I like Cat. I like the Cat idea. I like a Brandon.
I like Cat as well.
Or a what do you call it? Or Karl Anthony Towns. I don't know Zion would. I think Zion would veto going to Indiana so hard. He'd be like, I ain't going from New Orleans to fucking Indiana.
Yeah, that's. I don't know if he'd veto it. I think I mean, that sounds like super disrespectful to the city of Indiana, but he'd be all set.
Yes. He'd be like, no offense, guys. He's like, I just played in New Orleans. He's like, I'm trying to go to New York now. Or like South.
Yeah. I can't find trade odds.
Well, I'm looking for the free agent rankings for next season because the Pacers have some of the most free agents. I mean, most cap space for next season. So right here, I pulled up. They got their little like free. Come on, guys. I already unblocked the ad here.
Ron James?
I know. over here acting like LeBron's going to be available. Okay, so if we go down, they're saying the number one guy available is going to be Kawhi. I don't believe, and we talked about we don't want Kawhi is not somebody that we want. I'm hitting X on this, and it's just ignoring me. Look at this. You see this? I'm hitting X.
Imagine Kawhi going to Indiana.
It would be. It would be.
If he was just like, yeah, I want to run back a Toronto Sitch.
Tyrese
I'm getting
Maxey.
bored.
See, Paul George is going to be in there, so it's definitely interesting to think if any of those guys.
Paul George is great. I just, I don't know.
I'm just trying to think. Okay, if you're going to go here, this is beautiful. Okay, you think they need a shooting guard or a small forward? Small forward, right?
I'd go small forward.
Let's look at the best small forwards in this upcoming draft class. I mean,
OG Anunoby.
That's perfect. That's kind of perfect. But you would need a third guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, that's the big thing. Because then you get into DeMar. Buddy Hield, they have 6. And then I just think when you look at this, OG... First off, we know that free agencies...
Ooh.
What
if they went and did like a OG Anunoby at Jeremy Grant?
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't be a huge... I wouldn't want them to go better, but that would at least be... That would be interesting if they... Because there's your scorer.
The other thing is, I mean, you could also argue if they believe Gordon Hayward's healthy, get Gordon Hayward on a cheap. No.
Burned on that.
You don't pay Gordon Hayward. You get Gordon Hayward on like a cheap ass deal.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you bring in like Jeremy Grant or OG Anunoby, and then now you replace Buddy Hield with Jeremy Grant or OG Anunoby, and then you have Gordon Hayward there on like a mid-level exception. I think another thing is they need a power forward too. Would you guys take Julius Randle?
Jarris Walker. I think that would screw Jarris Walker's entire career.
They just are playing him though.
Yeah, they got. I mean, I was just looking at their stat news because Miles Turner's their second high scorer, which is a huge issue.
I love that.
And that makes it even crazier that Miles Turner's their second high scorer and they're doing what they're doing. But I was just looking at it off the dome, and guys like Jalen Smith, IJ are dogs.
Jalen Smith got hurt the other day.
They're still dogs, and they're still going to be playing ahead of Walker.
Oh no, I agree. That's what you're getting at. Yeah. Oh shit, guys, Tobias Harris. If they brought in OG Anunoby and Tobias Harris.
Yeah, Tobias really doesn't make my dick hard, but that would be good.
Well, the whole thing is, I was saying if you brought in OG Anunoby because he's like a third option, you get another third option like Tobias and OG because they have so much cap space.
I hope to add up to 2.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think I wouldn't get held down. I don't know what Tobias's next contract will look like, but I wouldn't want to be held down by his highest paid contract in Philadelphia.
We're forgetting someone that they could get on a long-term deal for cheap. Like, it's not going to be cheap. It'll still be like $20 million. Miles Bridges.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't that aren't they interested in him? Was that the initial rumor? Or was it just that he's leaving?
That was the rumor going into last year before the whole thing that they were going to offer 4 years, 140.
Oh my goodness. If they did that and then got like another just intriguing center in a as opposed to Miles Turner, I mean, that'd be so cool.
I just want to think of like a center that they can go out and potentially get that like has potential like that they could get maybe on the cheap. I mean, Daniel Gafford I'd rather have if I were them. Nick Claxton's a free agent.
Oh yeah.
Wiseman is.
Clax,
Yeah.
Clax can't space, but I
don't know if Utah would really change their vision like this, but if Laurie became available somehow, that would be an awesome fit.
Laurie should be available immediately.
But that would ruin their defense.
You're talking about Tobias Harris come out.
Yeah, I was about to say what defense too. They're already the worst defense on the planet.
Well, and that's why I to a certain extent, don't need a guy with Tobias Harris. I love OG, but I don't need to get awesome like offensive depth. I'm already the best offense in basketball. I have Tyrese Haliburton. I need two-way players.
Yeah, I'm full on this, Miles.
Or someone like Laurie who would bring me good positional diversity.
I'm fully committed on this Miles Bridges. If I'm the Pacers, I'm going for Miles Bridges. Like, no questions asked. Miles Bridges is the best free agent that they can go after.
Yeah, I think from a fit standpoint, I totally agree.
Plus, he's from Michigan, which is like, how far is Flip, Michigan from you? Like Michigan State in Indiana.
Probably 5 hours.
Yeah, so it's like around the corner from him, his hometown.
To Michigan State once.
Dude, isn't Michigan State really nice school? I like know University of
It
Michigan.
was at night. I thought I was in the ghetto. I got out of there pretty quick.
Really?
Yeah.
Is East Lansing bad?
I went to the stadium, posted up at there. And a lot of cops were mobile.
When was
It
this?
was like 2 a.m. A couple of summers ago when I was driving home from Swaggy's vacation in Virginia.
And you just stopped by Michigan State to peep it?
I stopped in Detroit to play